Hello dear students. In this session we are going to solve a numerical on moment area method. In this question we are given with a cantilever of length 2 meter carries a point load of 20 kN at the free end and another load of 20 kN at its center. If E is given to us and I is given to us for the cantilever beam, then determined by moment area method. We have to apply moment area method, especially this is given to us. The slope and deflection of the cantilever at the free end we have to find out, right? So here cantilever beam is there, length of the beam is 2 meters, point load is given 20 kilonewton at the free end, and also there is a 20 kilonewton load at the center, right? Free end as well as center, two loads are given here. The Young's modulus of elasticity is given, moment of inertia is given. We have to find, using moment area method, the slope and deflection of the beam at the free end. This we have to find out. So let us solve this problem. The deflection and slope at the free end of this cantilever beam, at which 2-point loads are applied, 20 kN and 20 kN. One of the load is at the free end and other is at the middle of this 2-meter beam, right? The modulus of elasticity is given, moment of inertia is also given to us, right? And we have to find out the deflection and slope at the free end using moment area method, right? What is moment area method? You already know that. Find out the solution. Moment area method, the slope between 2 points. The slope between 2 points is given by the area of what? Bending moment. Area of the bending moment diagram divided by EI. This is Mohr's first theorem, that the slope between 2 points is the moment area of the bending moment diagram between these 2 points divided by EI, and the deflection between 2 points delta y on a vertical plane is equal to the moment of that area, which area? Between these 2 points, Ax bar upon EI. So this is the moment area method, the Mohr's first theorem and second theorem, right? So basically we have to find out first the bending moment diagram. That bending moment diagram, we have to find out the area between, and we have to select 2 points so that we can easily find out the slope and deflection at the free end, right? First of all, find out the bending moment diagram. So how to draw the bending moment diagram? Suppose this is the base at which we want to find out the bending moment diagram. A, this is C, center, and then B, right? Now take the axis, take the section at a distance x from the free end. So let us take between these sections, let us take a section x from the free end. So what is the bending moment? What is the bending moment for this? We know that mx at a distance x, suppose this is capital X, will be equal to, that will be equal to minus 20 multiplied by x, right? So this is the bending moment. It is negative and linear variation, and if we take the extreme points, it is valid between B to C. So at B point where x is equal to 0, bending moment is 0 because x is 0, and at C point where the bending moment is 1 meter, x is 1 meter, the bending moment is minus 20, right? Newton meter, kilonewton meter. So this is 0 to minus 20, say this is some value minus 20, 0 to minus 20 with a linear variation. So this is a linear variation like this. This is the linear variation, right? Like this, right? Linear variation from B to, say this point is D point. So this is basically a triangle, right? This is a triangle now, right? BCD, which will be used to find out the area, right? Now further, this is valid between B to C. Now further take a section. If you don't know how to do it, go to shear force bending moment diagram and try to solve it. This is the x distance taken between C to A. And what is mx now? This mx was valid between B to C. Now we are taking another x which is valid between C to A. Moment of all the forces. So 20 multiplied by x. So 20 minus 20 multiplied by x minus again 20, and this is x minus 1. So this is x minus 1, right? So this will come out to be minus 20x, so this will become minus 40x plus 20, right? So this will be minus 40x plus 20. And it is valid between C to A. So what is MC? MC at MC point x is 1 meter. So this will come out to be minus 20. This value, which is MC, same value. And MA at A point x will be equal to 2 meters. So it will come out to be put value 20 here, minus 80 plus 20, it will be minus 60 kilonewton meter. So it will be minus 60. Say it here, it is minus 60, right? So this is 60 kilonewton meter, and make a line meeting these points, right? So this is a linear variation. This is again linear variation. You can see here, this is a linear variation, right? From 20 to this part is this bending moment D point. At D point is, this is 20 kilonewton meter, and this bending moment is 60 kilonewton meter, right? So this part is 60 and this is 20. Right? So we have two triangles basically, one triangle and the another triangle, right? This is a trapezium, right? This is a trapezium, and suppose this is E point, right? So this is the bending moment diagram. A, C, B, D, E. This is the bending moment diagram for this beam, right? Now our aim is to find out the slope at the free end. So taking the slope at the free end, if we want to find out the slope at any point, we have to take a reference slope. So we have to choose a point where the slope is 0, and we know that for free end, for a cantilever beam at fixed point, there is 0 slope. So it will be like this, and there will be 0 slope at point A because it is fixed end. So we are choosing one of the point is free end where we have to find out the slope, and other point is the point fixed end where the slope is 0. So we can find out this delta theta. Delta theta is theta B minus theta A, and we know theta is 0, and that will be equal to area between A and B divided by EI. Area of what? Area of bending moment diagram. So what is the area of bending moment diagram between A and B? So where A is the area of bending moment diagram between A and B. This area, this entire area, right? This entire area. This complete area we have to find out. This area, right? So how to find out this area? So this will be, we can divide this into two triangles. We can take a triangle here also, taking a parallel line AC to D, suppose F, this is F, right? So this is, there are now one rectangle and a triangle and another triangle, right? So this can be written as A will be equal to area of triangle BCD plus area of this rectangle ACDF, and then area of this triangle, this is EF and D. So this is the total area of bending moment diagram between A and B, right? So the area will be equal to area BCD. This length is 1 meter, this 1 meter, height is 20. So we can write this is half multiplied by base is 1 meter, multiplied by height is 20, plus area ACDF. ACDF, this is 20 multiplied by 1, 20 multiplied by 1, and plus area EFD, this area, so this is half multiplied by base 1 meter multiplied by height. If this is 20, this will remain 40 because total it is 60, so this is 40, right? Half into base into height is 40 of this FE. So this is the total area. Solving it, you will get the area. Solve it and find out the area of this bending moment diagram. Total area 50 kilonewton meter square. So this is the area. This is the area, right? Now we have to find out the slope at point B, where point A is chosen for the reference point, where theta A is 0, because theta A is 0. So theta B will be equal to area upon EI. So what is area? This is 50 kilonewton meter square. So this is 50, and we are going to use the E and I in Newton millimeter square. So you can keep it in millimeter. So kilo will become 1000. It will become Newton. Now meter square, 1 meter is 1000 millimeter, so it is 10 power 6 millimeters square, divided by E is 10 power 5 Newton per millimeter square, and I is 10 power 8, right? Now it will become, finally all the cancel out and answer will become in radians. So theta B in radians will come out to be, theta B in radians, the slope at B point will be 0.005 radians. So this is one of the answer. This is one of the answer is this question, right? So this was the area, and area divided by EI. So area we have kept in Newton millimeter square because we are going to use E and I in millimeter square. So this kilo 1000 we have multiplied, meter square we have multiplied by 10 power 6, so that it will become millimeter square. And here also we are getting millimeter square, so millimeter square cancel out, so answer will become in radians. So this is 0.005 radians. This is one of the answer. Now we have to find out the deflection. Now we want to find out deflection at free end. This is YB. The deflection at point B is YB, and this is also maximum deflection. And previously we have find out the slope at point B. This was theta B, right? This is theta B, which we have already found out, theta B, right? Theta B is already found out. Now we want to find out the deflection YB, right? So for YB, this formula we have to apply Morse second theorem, that we have to take first the points, we have to choose points so that one of the tangent should pass through this line, this B point, and another tangent should pass through this point, so that the tangent of 2 points at this vertical axis, this is our reference axis, at this reference axis, total difference should become the deflection which we have to find out, right? So the slope of A will pass through B point. So one of the references YA, A point, another point is B point, and difference of these 2 points will give the YB, right? So basically YB will be given by the moment of area between A and B about point B, divided by EI. So this is all divided by EI. So YB we are getting is AX bar by EI. This we are going to find out, AX bar EI. Now how to find out AX bar, right? For that we have to select some point where there will be total center of gravity. X bar is the centroid from the B. So there may be some point here, suppose this point is somewhere here, G point, the centroid of this whole area about free end, this X. So this is X bar, right? So what is AX bar basically? What is AX bar? This is by area moment diagram, you know, a1 x1 plus x1 bar plus a2 x2 bar plus a3 x3 bar. How we got it? We have divided this into three parts, this area into three parts. This is say one part, this is our one part, this is the second, say this is second, and this is third, right? Third part. So we have three triangles basically, three areas basically, right? Simple areas. One is rectangle, two are the triangles, right? So one area, second area, third area. So moment of first area about free end, and it is having some x1 bar here, x1 bar, this is x1 bar. And what is x1 bar? What is x1 bar? It is 2/3 of the total area, because we know that the centroid of a triangle lies at. So what is x1 bar? This is 2/3 of this distance CB, right? X1 bar will be equal to 2/3 of the CB, which is 1 meter, right? So this is 2 by 3 meters, right? Now x2 bar is the centroid of this, means this rectangle, right? So this G point we can slightly move here so that this should not match with each other. This is our G point. This is our G point. Suppose this is G point of a whole area, and this is the centroid. This is G1, this is G1, this is G2, centroid of this rectangle, and which is at a distance of x2 bar from the free end, x2 bar from the free end, like this, right? So x2 bar. So x2 bar, what is x2 bar? x2 bar is a centroid of this rectangle, and this is half from the C point, right? And half plus 1 meter, right? So this is 1 plus half of this, right? This is 1 meter plus this half of AC, right? AC by 2. So this will be, and what is AC? This is 1 meter. So this is 1 plus 1 by 2. So this is 3 by 2 meters. 3 by 2 meters, right? And there is another triangle x3. x3 bar is required. So x3 bar is, suppose the centroid of this is somewhat here, 2/3 from the vertex, 2/3 from the vertex. So we know that for triangle this is vertex is from 2/3. So this is 2/3 of the vertex. So this is our x3 bar. This is x3 bar, right? And what is x3 bar? This is, first is CB, which is 1 meter. This is CB, this is CB, which is 1 meter, plus 2/3 of the total distance FD, which is AC, right? 2/3 of FD. So this will be equal to 1 plus 2 by 3. So this will be 5 by 3 meters. So x1 bar, x2 bar, x3 bar is the centroid of each area. Area number 1, area number 2, this is area number 2, and area number 3 about the free end. So this is x1 bar, x2 bar, x3 bar. And the moment of total area AX bar can be obtained by moment of first area about the free end, moment of second area about the free end, moment of third area about the free end, and this is the algebraic sum of all the moments, right? So A1 x bar, A2 x bar, A3 x bar. So what is AX bar now? So AX bar can be found out using this equation, AX bar, that is A1 x1 bar. A1 is known to us. A1 is known to us, area of this triangle, area CDB, area CDB. So this is half multiplied by base multiplied by height is 20, and multiplied by x1 bar. This is A1 and this is x1 bar is 2/3, 2 by 3, plus A2 x2 bar, A2 x2 bar. A2, what is A2? A2 is the area of this rectangle, A2 area. This is 20 multiplied by 1. So this is 20 multiplied by 1. This is the area A2 multiplied by x2 bar. This is 3 by 2. Plus plus third area, this third area, half into base into height, half, base is 1 meter and height is 40. We have already used this A3 separately, multiplied by its moment about free end x3 bar, that is 5 by 3. Solving it, you will get Ax bar 70 kilonewton meter cube. So this is Ax bar. But we need the deflection at the free end. So we have chosen delta y. For delta y we have chosen that one point is B point and another point is A point, because the tangent from A will be passing from the B point, right? So YB can be obtained by this equation, Ax bar by Ei, and that will come out to be Ax bar is 70 kilo Newton, and if you use millimeter, then millimeter to power 3, this will come out to be 10 power 9 millimeter cube, divided by E. And what was our modulus of elasticity? Modulus of elasticity was 10 to the power 5, and moment of inertia was 10 to the power 8. Solve it and you will get the deflection at the free end YB 7 millimeter. This is the second answer of this question. This is the deflection at the free end, and slope at the free end is already obtained, right?